Even your dog probably saw the red flags. Even your dog probably saw the red flags. But you saw potential. Why do we keep falling for the wrong people? Not once, not twice, but again and again. Let's talk about it. First, here's something uncomfortable. We don't fall for people randomly. Our brain has a type. And sometimes, that type is trouble. A lot of us are attracted to familiarity. Not necessarily what's healthy, but what feels familiar. If you grew up around emotional distance, you might feel strangely drawn to someone who's hard to reach. If chaos feels normal to you, calm might actually feel boring. Your brain says, this feels like home, even if that home was a little messy. Then there's chemistry. Ah yes, the butterflies, the racing heart, the late-night overthinking. We call it love, but sometimes it's just anxiety wearing perfume. Real love usually feels safe, steady, predictable in a good way. But we've been trained by movies and social media to think love has to feel dramatic, intense, a little toxic. So when someone treats us like an emotional roller coaster, part of us goes, wow, this must be special. No, it's just exhausting. Another reason? We fall in love with potential. We don't date who they are. We date who they could be. He'll change. She's just going through a phase. They didn't mean it. We start imagining a future version of them that only exists in our head. And then we get attached to that imaginary person. Meanwhile, the real person is standing right there, showing us exactly who they are. And we ignore it. There's also something called the validation trap. When someone gives us attention, especially if they don't give it easily, it feels like winning a prize. The less available they are, the more we want to prove we're good enough. It becomes less about love and more about winning. And let's be honest, sometimes we don't fall for the wrong person. We fall for the way they made us feel in the beginning. In the beginning, everyone is amazing. They text back fast. They compliment you. They laugh at your jokes, even the bad ones. But consistency reveals character. Anyone can be charming for 2 weeks. Not everyone can be kind for 2 years. Here's another tough truth. Loneliness lowers standards. When you're tired of being alone, even bare minimum effort starts to look like luxury. A good morning text feels like romance. A little attention feels like destiny. But attention is not commitment. And attraction is not compatibility. Sometimes we confuse sparks with alignment. You can have crazy chemistry with someone who is completely wrong for your life. Chemistry is about excitement. Compatibility is about direction. Do your values match? Do your goals align? Can you solve problems together without turning it into a war? That's the stuff that matters long term. And here's something powerful. The wrong person often teaches you exactly what you need to learn about yourself. Maybe you learned you ignore red flags. Maybe you learned you overgive. Maybe you learned you chase people who don't chase you back. Painful? Yes. Useless? Never. Every wrong relationship upgrades your awareness, if you let it. So how do we stop falling for the wrong people? Slow down. When you move too fast, you don't see clearly. Give people time to reveal who they are. Watch actions more than words. Words are cheap. Consistency is expensive. Also, check your patterns. If every ex feels like the same person with a different face, it's time to look inward, not outward. And maybe the biggest shift is this. Stop asking, do they like me? Start asking, do I actually like who they are? That one question can save you years. At the end of the day, we fall for the wrong people not because we're foolish, but because we're human. We want connection. We want excitement. We want to feel chosen. But the right person won't feel like confusion mixed with hope. They'll feel like peace mixed with effort. Not perfect, not dramatic, just real. So next time you feel butterflies, ask yourself, is this love? Or is this my old pattern knocking again? And maybe, just maybe, choose differently. Because you don't just deserve chemistry, you deserve clarity.